welcome back to my second wedding vlog, or vlog. I'm looking down just because I have my my little piece of paper here, which is reminding me of everything that I need to talk about, because I am very forgetful and I need to write everything down. So today I'm going to be talking about more information on our reception and our ceremony, and then I'll also talk about the cars that we're going to have. At the end of the video, of course, I'll tell you what I'm going to be talking about in my next vlog, and I'm also going to put pictures of the cars and things of that nature. Okay, so with our reception, oh well, actually I'll start with our ceremony. We're having a garden ceremony, and we're not religious people, so we're not going to be having a ceremony that lasts 3 hours, so which, you know, yeah. We're just having a simple ceremony. We're writing our own vows. We're incorporating a Celtic blessing stone because Paul is Welsh. So yes. Now, if you're not sure what's the difference between all the different types of ceremonies, because our celebrant had given us about 3 different books on all the different types of ceremonies you can have, the wording and the meanings and all that sort. We're going back and forth between a simple and a conventional. So if you want to see what they are, I suggest Google them, because there's just so much. We're going back and forth so much in between each one. I'm not going to sit and tell you exactly what we're going to be doing because it's just too much. Of course, conventional as in my dad will be giving me away the vows and things of that nature. We like I said, we are writing our own vows. And our celebrant, once we have our vows together, our celebrant is going to make a nice little poster thing. I can't remember what she exactly said it was, to be honest. But she'll frame it, and you know, she'll put our, you know, the date that we got married and our vows and all that. So, which is pretty nice. Yeah. Now, our celebrant is wonderful, like I said before. I'm going to put another link to her website. But not to her main website, the site where she shows all of the equipment that she brings. She brings so much equipment with her. She has everything, so it's great. You know, red carpet if we need it. You know, we don't actually need the red carpet because our ceremony location will have that along with the chairs. But our celebrant would also bring that if we need them. She brings so much stuff. I'm not going to name everything that she brings because there's just so much, but you know, the registry table, which is all decked out with red cushion chairs, and she brings microphones, wireless mics. So I will have one, Paul will have one, she will have one. Anybody else who's going to have a reading at the wedding will also be mic'd up as well, which I think is good, because I hate, you know, seeing, you know, having to pass back and forth a microphone. Not really something that I want to. I'm going to be like this on the day. I'm not going to be like holding a microphone like this. Do you know what I mean? So she brings that with PA system. She will also take care of the music that will be played through the ceremony. So we get a choice of 3 songs, obviously, when I'm walking down the aisle, when we're signing, and then you know, the greeting to our guests. So we just give her the list of the songs, and she basically downloads them, and then she also puts them onto a CD for us to keep, so which I think is great. Another thing that I just quickly wanted to mention about the celebrant is anybody that's getting married. Celebrants cost a lot of money, we all know this, but not all celebrants is going to lodge your legal documents. So you think you're paying maybe $500 to $600 for a celebrant, which we are paying around close to $600 for our celebrant. We definitely found out that she will lodge our legal documents, so we will actually be legally married. A lot of celebrants don't actually do that. So if you're thinking to yourself, well, I'm paying so much money, I just assume that she's going to, or he is going to lodge the documents. Isn't the case. There's a lot of people out there who think they're married and they're not actually married. So really, when you're going to research your celebrants and, you know, sitting down and talking to them, make sure one of the questions is, will you lodge our documents? Because some of them just won't do it. They'll just assume that you will take care of the documents, and yeah, but who wants to do that if you're just married and then you're going on a honeymoon? No one really wants to, you know, have to take care of all that stuff. That's what you're basically paying your celebrant for. So yeah, I'll leave a link to the page where she shows all her equipment that she brings, and if you want to check that out, go ahead and check it out. Okay, moving on to our reception. Now, our reception venue is taking care of everything as well. They're going to do a full room and table setup, so we just basically have to tell them exactly what we want. We want to, of course, keep with our colours black, white and purple, so, and they will do all of that, right down to the napkins. They will do the chair covers, the table runners, the centerpieces. We actually got, and I'll just grab it here, so I've got all my stuff down here. They actually gave us a whole sheet, well, a few pages full of different centerpieces that we can choose from. So as you can see, like just so many, and around the back as well. Just tons and tons and tons of centerpieces with all different colours, so you can probably mix and match and do whatever you want, I can imagine. So we haven't really decided on the centerpiece yet because I keep going back and forth between two and I just can't decide. But in addition to the centerpieces, I'm also going to buy the little Diamante scatters because I just, you know, I like my bling and stuff like that, so that's been incorporated into our cake and also our table, which I like, and also our flowers, and you know, it's all linking together. I like everything to be matched and organised, and yeah, that's just me. So they do a lot of stuff. They will even handle our in-house music. So we're not having a DJ. We were going to have a DJ, but because we're having such a small wedding now, we figured why waste $600 on a DJ when we don't particularly need it. I mean, the people that are going to be at our wedding are real close friends and family, and they're not going to mind if we just, you know, have a CD with like 500 or 600 songs on it, you know, which is what everybody is, you know, I'm just going around and saying, hey, what songs do you want to listen to? Do you know what I mean? And obviously we have our songs for our dance and things of that nature. So that's our evening entertainment. Pretty much doing it ourselves, so we're happy to do that. What else can I say about the reception venue? It's a great little place. You know what? I had them ring me recently, and this is when my a little diva moment come out, because another bride is getting married on the same day as us, which I can imagine so many other brides are, couples, I mean. She rang our venue. She wanted to book same day as us, same time as us. She wanted me to give up the bridal lounge. Now, I laugh at this because I'm just like, what bride is going to give up their bridal lounge? I'm sorry, it ain't gonna happen. And I'm thinking to myself, who are you to even get the venue to ring me and ask to give up my bridal lounge? I'm not giving up my bridal lounge, you know. So I didn't get too deep on that. I'm just like, are you kidding? You know, why would you even suggest that we give up our, well, you know, I say my bridal lounge. I mean, Paul and I's bridal lounge, you know, where you just go, before you enter the reception, you have a little drink, you calm yourself and go through. You know, who's going to give that up? So I just thought that was funny. But I love the venue because they turned around and they said, listen, seeing you're going to have a wedding at the same time as these other people, we're going to suggest, because we booked first, they're going to suggest to the other people to maybe pick a different date or a different venue. So very happy about our venue at least ringing us and letting us know that that happened. But, you know, who does that? Like, who rings and says, can you ask the other bride, darling, if she'll give up the bridal lounge because I want it? Like, who does that? So yeah, not really much else I can say about the reception venue. It's great. We haven't really decided on if we're going to have a sit down or a buffet yet. That is all yet to come in this year. We're having to view the room again, and they're going to set it up either way for us before we can make the final decision. Okay, moving on because I've talked too much already. The other thing that I wanted to talk about today was our wedding cars that we're having. Now, I'm having a car, Paul's having a car. He wanted a classic Jag. Looking down again because I can't remember the name of the car. It's a white MK2 Jaguar. I'll put the name of the company we're going through down below. And I'll probably put a picture up of that particular car. It's one of the older cars. I think it's from the 60s maybe, I'm not quite sure. It's quite classy. He wanted a white car. I'm having a black car, which I know should be around the other way, but I don't know, I like the black one better, what can I say? Now I'm having a Chrysler 300C limo. So, and that seats 10 people. And I love this car. We went and seen it, and inside it's got like a, you know, a little DVD player, you know, it's got all the lights going, and you know, down, if you can take the carpet up and it has like a little light show down the bottom as well, apparently. So that should be good. I'll put pictures of that up, and I'll also put the links to the company that we're going through. And this limo is costing me a fair bit. It's over $1,000, and I'm paying for this limo for 3 hours. So we're going to get some good pictures out of it, and I'm going to be living it up in this limo for that amount of money. So yeah, I've already started on a lot of my other DIY things. Our invitations, programs, place cards, all of that. And everything is going to be all tied in together, as you'll see. So I'll show that in another video. I might show it in my next vlog, actually. So I hope you've enjoyed this my second wedding vlog. And like I said, the links are below. Pictures are to come. And that's pretty much it. I'll see you in my, and you know what, I might do them more than just once a month, because I was itching to do this one. I thought, I don't want to just do them once a month, so I'll just be doing them whenever I feel like it. Bye.
下去。